food always bring people together.
Food brings our family together because we always eat it together.
Korean food. It's always been a part of our life together before we were married and since we've been married.
Grant and I met at college. I always thought that he was very happy and very loud and in some way like obnoxious.
We got to know each other better because when we studied in England, we ended up living really close to one another. We have 2 children. We have a daughter, Maya, and we have a son, Seth.
The kids like bulgogi and they love rice. When I was growing up, we had rice, we call that bap, for every meal.
My favorite Korean dish is rice because it goes with everything and I've had it my whole life.
In the wintertime, we didn't have heat, so our teacher will start a fire in the morning. And then all the kids will bring their metal rice container and we'll just pile that up on top. So that's a really fun thing. There's kimchi, always kimchi right by your rice. Kimchi is like staple. You have that with every single meal.
When I think about kimchi, I think about Mom yelling I'm opening the kimchi and then the smell lingering through the house even though we moved to different rooms.
Kimchi is a food that took a while for me to get used to. I remember the first meal that my wife made for me when we were first dating included kimchi and I couldn't eat it.
Let me see.
The first time I had Korean food is when she made a Korean dinner in the kitchen of the dorm where she lived. I thought it was so meaningful that she made so many different things for me.
Everything in here. When I was little, all the neighborhood ladies will get together and make this abundance amount of kimchi for the winter time, and they will store that in a big jar under the ground. I'm just gonna do it. This is what they used to, when they have a feast after they're done. Just put that in there, and then just wrap it up. I'm just eating it that way. I remember eating it that way. Tteokbokki, it's really something special for me. I think that we all love tteokbokki.
I remember looking at it when I was a kid and thinking it looks really disgusting, but then I tried it and I really liked it.
That was my favorite snack food. After school, we'll go with friends and have the ladies make it for you, and then we will just eat that before we go home. So there's a lot of memories about eating tteokbokki when I was growing up. So that's just something, something really wonderful. Mandu, you can make it any way you want. There's all different kinds.
My wife started making dumplings ever since I've known her. We would sit at the table and put them together, fill the dumplings and wrap them and pinch them.
Around the edge, you don't have to go all the way around, but just halfway. Since when I tried to make mandu, the dumplings at home, I kind of tried to picture what I was doing when I was little, just helping out. What you have to do is you can make a moon shape. So if you do this, I started cooking when my mother got sick. But I just kind of go to the section. So I feel like I kind of lost that time. I mean, I kind of always watch people making things. I watch my mother making different things, but I never learned proper ways to make anything. I want to taste it. I grew up in Seoul for 12 years until my mother got sick. And then I moved in with my aunt who was running an orphanage. When we were in the orphanage, my brother and sister were adopted by an American couple. But my sister really missed me, and somehow the parents worked something out, actually with the Congress, to pass a special law to have me come over here. So it was a long process.
I think one of the first things my wife and I connected over was that we had both lost a parent when we were younger. And so we talked with one another about that, and at least for me, in ways that I had never talked with anybody else about it.
Mom did not have the greatest of childhood. She had a lot of hardships. So I feel that that kind of made her a stronger person.
Mothers never leave your heart, I think. I would say at least for first 20 years, I think that I thought about her every single day.
I think food and memory have a lot to do with one another, because I think if it didn't, there wouldn't be the term comfort food. I think there's a lot of things that we eat and we associate them with good memories.
I think it triggers memories, and it can be nostalgic as well.
We don't even realize how much food has to do with how we gather with other people and what those relationships sort of revolve around.
These are mung bean sprouts, and I remember now, we only ate this around holidays. And I don't like this.
Why are you eating them?
Because somebody's gonna eat it. It's important that they know how I grew up and what my background is. And it's just part of me. That's part of me because that's my culture. So it's nice to have my family know what things were like for me, and they can experience it. Something, else. But he just wanted to have rice and seaweed, that's it. Like you do.
Food helps me connect with Korean culture, so when Mom makes the food, I feel like that's the main outlet to the culture.
I like the fact that they're interested, so it's nice that they're not ignoring their background.
These are my first little chocolates. Look at them.
Maybe that's part of it, that they want to be part and really be involved with experiencing cultural things. Okay, everybody, kimchi. It's gonna stink.
It's okay.